look, if you make a mistake at work or it's half your mistake, half someone else's, and you take responsibility, is it ever wise to like reopen the case and like point out that like others may have also missed something?
I wouldn't do it. I would just keep my eye on the person who made that mistake and make sure I like work around them, or like you can't control other people. You can only control yourself.
Yes.
And you know, that's
great advice.
That's all you can really do.
I would have so much respect for an employee who would be like, I'm so sorry, this is my mistake. Here's how we're going to fix it for next time. Like, I wouldn't assume they're reckless after that.
Yeah.
Like, I would be like, especially if they're new, this is a process thing. My opinion of that person would not be bad if they owned up to it, provided a solution, and like made it clear of what they were going to do next time that was different.
You've clocked into office hours with work besties Sohan and Hameda, helping you survive and thrive between 9 and 5.
We believe in work and play, so get ready to crush your career and live your best life. We're back again for Workplace Dilemmas Part 2.
Oh, this was such a fun one to do last time. I'm so ready. I'm so excited.
This one's like a lot to do with like workplace mistakes, making mistakes like in the workplace, which we discussed is like not as big as you might think it is.
They always feel bigger in the moment and the world seems like it's ending, and then suddenly it's like, oh, I accidentally like emailed someone Happy Monday on like a Thursday. And it's
you did that.
Oh, I did worse. I did Happy Hump Day on a Monday, which is Hump Day. If people don't know what that is, and it's not a Wednesday, so without the context, I don't know.
You would have got people's hopes up, like thinking it was Wednesday when it was Monday. That's honestly the worst part of it.
It's so I apologize to whoever that was who received that email, because that's not a fun one to receive. If you don't know what Hump Day means, you'd be like, why are you assaulting me in my emails?
Yeah.
And if you do know what it is, you would get really excited.
You think it was Wednesday.
Then suddenly it's Monday.
Yeah.
So sorry, guys.
But like the bit of office politics of this one, I wanted to ask you, like, is there something that you wish someone had told you about office politics in your early career?
I think I just don't know if I would have taken it on back then. I think the problem was me. Like, it's the
love this self-awareness.
It's me high. But because I was going to say maybe like the whole don't allow your emotions to dictate how you react to things within a workplace, because it doesn't matter. Like, just separate it from your actual personal existence, because I think I would take everything personally.
Yeah.
Everything personally.
Yeah.
And I still do. I just hide it better.
Yeah, same. Actually, like, I'm so sensitive. So I definitely, like, my first tendency is to take things personally. It's a personal attack on me as a human being and my value, but then it's really not.
No, it's really
not.
Everyone's focused on themselves.
Yeah, no one cares. No one cares about you. No, jokes. But the thing that I wish I knew early on, I feel like I did figure this out in the first few years, but office politics, it's a game. It's just a game. It's fake. It's not real. I mean, it is real, but just play the game. And like, if you can reframe it like that, rather than this is my personal experience that like decides things in my life, like especially in like certain corporate environments, like office politics is just a game, and if you can kind of figure out the rules and the boundaries, you can like play it and disconnect from it emotionally and get through. Yeah, because that's what creates the disconnect. I think when you're like, oh, when I go here I play a role, like I'm cosplaying, because when you don't have a real job like us
like us, then it really is just kind of like a role play situation versus like when you're actually saving lives, like, and making a real impact.
Yeah.
Anyway,
respect goes out to doctors, guys.
Oh,
well
God,
done.
all the respect. Doctors,
nurses, teachers.
You're amazing.
Everything. Yeah.
Thank you for all that you do.
Thank you, and hope you enjoy this episode.
Yeah, this is gonna be fun. This is all just entertainment for you. This is straight up, like, you do view our lives probably as like just shows that are actually relevant to human existence.
Let's get into it.
Let's do it.
All right, first dilemma. I thought my manager's work from home notification was an invite to work from home. How do I recover from this? In summary, my manager sent an Outlook invite saying work from home. Me and a few others were CC'd. My idiotic mind thought it was an invite from her to work from home today, LMFAO. I think inside I wanted to work from home so bad I read it like that. But of course it turns out she was just letting us know she's working from home. Oh. A coworker reached out asking if I was in the office, so she knows I'm not there. how do I even explain myself? I guess there's no way to respond without sounding like a total idiot. This is my first week transferring in this department too. To be fair, my old department in the same company occasionally sent invites like this for half days, but damn, I dropped the ball. That's hilarious.
I want to know the exact, like, what the manager called the event.
WFH.
That's it?
But yeah.
Okay, well, then I would also assume that I was working from home that day.
Totally.
Because it's not, I don't know though, because that was my first thought. And then I juxtaposed myself. I don't think that's the right word.
No, that's the word.
Because when people are out of office, they will just put oh. They won't put like this person because it's them who are setting it.
Oh, see, I put my name because if I'm out of office, I go Sohan and I invite my manager and my team because in their calendar, it's going to show up as my name so they know.
Yeah.
But this is such a case of like just little tiny like tech miscommunication. Like it's so funny to me because I feel like, this person probably like shouldn't have just assumed and done it without having a conversation because I would have wanted my manager to like, I would have waited for her to be like, them to be like, by the way, for everyone, like we're all working from home today instead of just assuming.
Because I would never put in a calendar invite for a work from home day. Maybe that's because we just do that.
Yeah.
But it's usually just like hey guys, I'm working from home today or like I'm working from home tomorrow. Like who's putting working from home in it? I don't know.
It depends on the office because like every office has a different way of doing it. Like we don't put work from home in the calendar. No. Sometimes we put out of office in if there's people who need to know, but really that's like, not the official channel of it all.
No. And it's like if no one can contact you, that's like generally why you would put in a calendar invite. But I guess if this is a situation in a workplace where people need to be physically present, it would make sense that they would like be like, hey, by the way, I'm not going to be there in person.
Yeah.
But how interesting. What would you do?
If this was me?
Yeah.
I would just message my manager immediately, be like, hey, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I thought that was an invite. I had no idea this won't happen again.
Yeah,
and you'd hope, I just feel like it's funny. What would you do?
I would pretend like nothing was happening and hope no one noticed or asked me about it again.
Well, yeah.
And just work from home that day.
Fair enough. I mean,
then if someone brought it up, I'd be like, wait,
what?
Wait, I thought we were all working from home.
It's definitely a communication thing, but this dilemma has an update.
Ooh.
Do you want to hear the update?
Yes.
Update, y'all. My manager thought it was hilarious and she completely understands the world is beautiful again.
Oh my God.
Which we love.
I love that. Like that update also makes me think that this person is the kind of person, which also I am, that like any tiny thing, I will immediately think of the worst case scenario.
Yeah.
To the point where my past manager used to message me whenever she'd put meetings in and be like, by the way, this isn't serious.
Oh, great.
Don't crash out.
Love that.
Because if I don't know the context of something, I'm spiraling immediately.
Yes, totally.
I feel like this would be me. And then as soon as the person who was affected is like, what are you talking about? That's fine. Then I'd be like, oh, okay, never mind. Like everything is fine.
100%.
But yes, I'm definitely an internal spiraler without actually trying to understand context first.
Love that. Do you reckon that like small communications like this can actually help build rapport because it like makes you feel more human?
I mean, I feel like if there's not an opportunity for something like this to come up that's a little bit playful and like breaks those barriers down, especially at the beginning of like your career within a certain workplace, I think, things like this are great for breaking those. What am I trying to say? Breaking
like those barriers where it's like
the ice, right?
Yeah, because then now this person kind of has a feel of what the manager's like. Like she's not going to be like, well, you work from home, like not allowed, blah, blah, blah. They're chill about it.
Yep. And an in-joke.
Yeah.
Because they can just like joke about it and be like, WFH. Like, you know what I mean? Like, or anytime someone puts in the calendar invite, be like, so are we all
working? Going?
Yes.
I love it. Have you ever had a moment where you realized that the workplace etiquette in one department didn't translate to another, or one team or one workplace?
I mean, yes, but I think that I've never, because I'm so over analytical when I'm in a new space, I can kind of assess situations and adjust immediately, like, because that's the whole like staying silent and listening thing, right? You pick up other people's habits and how they move, and then you just follow suit until someone tells you different. That's basically, I'm like, I hate going first for anything because I want someone to do it first so I know what to do.
The vibe, yeah.
If it's me, I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah,
and
fair.
then instantly I'm like a mess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I think like, I'm trying to think when this happened to me. It wasn't really with etiquette, but more like weirdly clothes when we came from startup to corporate.
Oh my God, I was literally thinking that when you asked.
Because like when in a startup environment, like the vibes for like what you would wear to the office was so chill.
Yeah.
Like it was almost too chill to the point where like I didn't have a separation between my work clothes and my non-work clothes. So everything felt like work clothes.
Yep.
But then coming into a more corporate environment, I like switched it up a little bit and I was like, oh, okay, I might need to like switch this up.
I feel like I remember being told that midriff had to start being covered up because we were in a corporate environment.
Yes. I think
Because we would just wear like
crop tops.
little crops.
And that was like a few years ago when like the crop top with high waist, like it was like a thing.
You
now
literally
like,
could not find a shirt that wasn't crops back then. That was just the style. Not so much anymore. I think now it's becoming a lot more.
It's like low rise.
Also, I'm a tall person, so a lot of shirts are just cropped on me regardless. But that was funny because I was like, what do you mean? It's not like I'm wearing like, anyway, I still ended up wearing crop tops.
Love it.
And no one cared because it was, I think we brought in a different vibe,
energy.
like a different culture where it was like, oh, they're not wearing this because they're trying to be disrespectful. They're literally wearing it because they're like the creatives
We're just
who are
creatives.
like on the internet trending.
Yeah.
Like you kind of like want to embody the stuff that you're creating.
Yeah.
Which is like trend viral situation. So you're not going to
real.
like, and that's why we dress like this instead of fully adapting into the corporate vibes.
Maybe we should dress up as a Labubu tomorrow for trends.
Oh my God.
No, I'm joking.
Oh. Okay. I was ready to dress up as a Labubu.
Okay, well, maybe we can do the makeup. As you know, I don't like to dress up, so maybe that's a different episode.
And the hair. You can make your hair into ears.
Oh, great. Perfect.
What are we talking about right now? This has nothing to do with working from
We'll move forward. I was going to ask, like, are there any, like, funny, misread, like, Slack, email, Teams moments that you've had? I'm trying to think, like...
100%.
Oh, yeah?
But I don't know that I can, like, come up with them off the top of my head, but so many times.
Any, like, embarrassing moments early on in a job that you can think of? I vaguely remember making a mistake in a job when I was early on, but I can't remember what it was.
Well, you know, we all make mistakes at jobs early on, right?
Mistakes are fine. Do you think that... This is a good one, because I feel like when you first enter a job, mistakes feel like the biggest thing ever. Like, you're going to lose your job if you make a mistake. But yes?
I did make a mistake on my, like, first week. And that was a, like, office-wide email. This was back when I was an office coordinator. And I was, like, so anxious about it going wrong that I drafted the thing and I sent it to my manager to be like, can you look over this and make sure it's all cute? She was like, yeah, this is amazing. You can send it out. My mistake, I copy-pasted the email and then put it into a new draft, obviously, to send out to the whole office. When I did that, all of the GIFs didn't work.
Yeah.
And then I didn't know because I'd sent the trial one and I assumed
you were like, it's
that
great.
it was fine.
Oh,
and
no.
then the GM replied and said, by the way, your GIFs aren't working. No other message regarding the actual content of the email, but just told me that. And then I was like,
and GIFs not working at BuzzFeed of all places.
Oh my God. But I mean, I feel like he sent it as a like, haha. In my head, it was like I can't believe this internal email that only went out to 30 people and was mostly for jokes has no GIFs. You're really bad at your job.
Yeah.
That's what it felt like. It was not that. It was just like, can you, like, next time probably double check.
Just, like, check it over.
Yeah.
Because, it's funny, like, when you first start out, those mistakes feel huge. But then as you progress through your career, like, it feels less intense. And I feel like mistakes are part of the job and actually can be turned into a win. Like, if you can set a new process or, like, you know, get some more clarity on the page for everyone.
Yeah.
Like with this work from home situation now, it's an opportunity to set like, okay, if we're working from home, how are we going to let everyone know, you know, just kind of set the process or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Oh my God, how funny.
So funny. Okay, let's go to the next one.
My boss confronted me about only working 7 hours and 45 minutes a day. I got called into my boss's office when he confronted me about the fact that I take a 45-minute lunch break when I should only be taking 30 minutes. I work in an office and we can take as long a lunch as we want whenever we want, as long as we're working 8 hours a day.
Okay.
I get in at about 7:30 and leave at 4 every day, which totals 8 hours and 30 minutes. And each day I take around 45 minutes to eat lunch. So technically I come 15 minutes short every day.
Okay.
Some ask why I don't just take an hour lunch like most of my coworkers, but I don't need the full hour. So why would I want to leave later? I get all my work done on time or early, and I often find myself with no work to do. The whistleblower that told my boss about this is an older lady that can't get her work done in 8 hours because she's bad with computers. She was upset that I get to work after her and leave before her. My boss said we would discuss this tomorrow, and I don't know what to say. Fact is, this whole situation is about office politics. I'm a salaried employee, and if I don't get paid to work overtime, I'm not going to waste my time when I finish early. How can I tell my boss this without coming off as arrogant or entitled?
Don't just stay for 15 minutes and go on like online shopping or like play Candy Crush.
Well, yeah. I'm caught up on the whistleblower thing about like someone complaining because they can't get their work done earlier.
That's hilarious.
I feel like I can't comment on this because personally,
Hameda be leaving at lunchtime.
I'd be leaving at lunchtime and I'd be not arriving at 7:30.
No.
I kind of just spread my work day across my whole day instead of within a certain constrainment of hours. And I've earned that, by the way. You can't just like join a job and start doing that.
No.
You'd probably get in a lot of trouble. But I understand the whole, I often find myself with no work to do. And that's usually why I'm like, well, I'm not just going to sit here at lunch. I hope no one's listening to this. But then I'll go home and just like, by then I'll have more stuff to do and I'll do it. And then like sometimes I'll end up working until like 7.
That's the thing. It's like I got here at like 10:30 today, but I was working till like 8:30 last night. So
Exactly.
it is what it is. And we're lucky, like we have a flexible enough, I think, work culture where our manager's not on our backs about like, you've got to be here at this time and only leave at this time. It's like if the work gets done, the work gets done.
Yeah.
But that's really like, I think you need to just like suss the vibe of your workplace and what the culture is.
I think, when you're discussing it with your boss, that's where you would be like, okay, so like walk me through why this is an issue.
Yeah.
Like where in my work am I falling short that I can work on? Like what are your thoughts on this?
Yeah.
And then maybe, I wouldn't tell them that I wasn't doing anything.
No.
I feel like that's something you should not disclose to your workplace. But I think, like, I don't know.
I just think this person needs to like, it's 15 minutes. Like, it's not like it's an hour. Like, just take the extra 15 minutes at lunch, go for a walk, because it sounds like this workplace really values that like desk time and visibility.
Yeah.
Maybe over the efficiency or productivity. Like, they'd rather you just be there for like morale or visibility or whatever.
Yeah.
So I would just like bite the bullet and just do it. Like, to be fair, you were showing up short, like 15 minutes a day for a whole year adds up.
Yeah, that's true.
So if that's something that your workplace like values, I would just stay.
But also, it like she said, I hope it's a woman. I didn't mean to misgender you, but they said that the boss is annoyed that they take 45 minutes and not 30 minutes. So they're taking extra time during their lunch hour or like lunchtime. So it's like,
because they're not getting paid for lunch.
Yeah, no.
So is it like...
Like, that's where I'm confused. I'm trying to do maths.
Yeah, no.
Why are you making me do maths? I'm like trying to count up the hours because
they're showing up, they're leaving 15 minutes early. So the boss is like, you should start work 15 minutes earlier from your lunch.
But I
think that's what that means.
Oh.
It's like if you're leaving, because they get there at 7:30 and leave at 4. So for that to be the full...
Then just take
timing.
30 minutes at lunch if you want to leave early.
Yeah.
Surely you don't need that extra 15 minutes.
That's what I'm saying. Like either have a shorter lunch break or just twiddle your thumbs at your desk for 15 minutes.
Yeah. And also just start really making sure that Miss whatever her name is who whistleblowed you is actually doing the right thing. Because if she's not, then you can be a little dibby dobber too. You can go both ways.
Yeah. It's weird. Because like, yeah, I just feel like this person, like they want to go up to their boss and like fight for their right, whatever. But like technically in your contract, if you're meant to work like 8 hours a day, you need to like be doing that, unfortunately. Especially, the culture. Sorry, I don't know what I'm saying. But yeah, if this is the type of culture where they want you to be working your full hours, but you find that you don't have anything to do, you might just have to like chill. Like chat to
Yeah.
people. Go have a little chat.
Yeah, definitely don't go into the meeting saying you don't have anything to do.
No.
That's not the way.
No.
That's not the way to go about it. And I don't think that you'll come off as arrogant and entitled if you just ask them, like, where exactly is the actual issue.
Yeah.
Obviously, maybe not in those words because that might come off
Yeah.
as entitled. But just like, oh my God, I didn't realize, like, so can I
get
talk about why?
clarification on like the policy for desk time?
Can we potentially like look at changing my hours if I'm contracted in this way and then I'll still be doing this amount of hours? Because maybe you do want to get like beat the rush or something and that's why you're leaving at 4.
Maybe you
you're
can
like,
start
great.
early.
Yeah, exactly.
Leave
Talk
early.
about that. Offer an outcome, a solution.
Yeah.
That's what we always say. Come to the
Solution.
meeting with a solution and generally your manager will take that well.
Yeah. They'll love it.
And I was joking about making fun of whatever her name is.
Yes.
Leave her alone. She's probably going to retire in like a year anyway.
Real. Speaking of like, you know, being really efficient and then like finding that you don't have much time to do, like that you don't have much work to do. How do you balance being efficient and then like having all this spare time during the workday with also showing that you're a hard worker?
I think it's person to person, right? Everyone works so differently. For me personally, because I get work done very, very fast, it's just about completing your tasks and completing them well. No one or like no good manager is going to question how long you spent on something if it is hitting all the boxes and is fine. Like everyone's happy with it. Is that the question?
Yeah, I'm just like, I guess like, perception versus output.
Yeah, and it's the whole like, again, they don't need to know how long it took you. They don't need to know that you did that in like, because when you are someone who works really, really fast at something, it does drain you the same as it would for like the 4 hours it would take anyone else. So you need that recovery time just because you've sped run instead of doing it slowly. So that's like, add that to the total time it took you to complete that task, the time it takes you to recover. Just make sure that the work you are doing is of quality, that everyone's happy with you. Also, anything like proactive that you can come up with, any initiatives, that kind of also saves you because I feel like nowadays companies are looking for people to go above and beyond instead of just do their work. So if you're showing that you're also being proactive in contributing to the culture or the strategy or anything else that you're actually interested in on top of your regular workload, no one is going to ask you what you're doing. No one.
Yeah, real. The next dilemma is actually so relevant to this. Are you ready?
Yes.
I found my way to do my job exponentially faster. Should I tell my manager? I work in the accounting sector as accounts payable, and we essentially got a new system. We've actually had this system for over a year now, but management is older people, 50 plus. I'm relatively younger and better with technology and this new software. In essence, I have to keep a monthly record of the invoices we paid, but typically it is a manual process, which would take me about a week to a week and a half. Now I have found a way to cut this process down to about 5 minutes. Should I tell my manager or should I just keep this to myself?
I love that for you, first
I
of all.
know!
That's so exciting.
Yeah.
We love time management skill, like things that help you with time. At first I was like, no. And then when I heard the actual
the time,
there's
like
a big gap.
A week and a half to 5 minutes is
that's
wild.
like, I feel like it would almost be too hard for you to pretend that you're working for that amount of time. Like if it's like something that would usually take you 5 hours and now takes you 5 minutes, you can make up that time. A week, maybe not. But here's my thing. Don't be completely honest. Say, oh my God, this new system is helping me do this faster. Instead of like, how much, a week and a half? It takes me 3 days.
But then what if they ask her to show everyone else and then everyone realizes it's 5 minutes?
You have a week and a half to show someone how. But no, if they're older people, it's not going to take them 5 minutes. Okay. They're going to take longer than you even, probably. Like you can use that time to like figure out how to show them to do it. But like obviously just don't say you're speed running it. And they, again, probably won't be able to do it as fast as you anyway. I wouldn't completely say, like, not say anything.
Not say anything.
Like,
well, like I would say this depends on where you're at in your career. Like if you are an ambitious person and you're trying to get ahead in this company and you want to show innovation and show that you're like committed, definitely like do what you said and like say that you can speed it up. Maybe don't say 5 minutes because that's, like you said, a lot. But if you're just kind of in a season where you're chilling by and you're in a season where you're just like, maybe you got personal stuff going on, I don't know. Like, I don't think you have to say anything.
If it's a work from home situation, you wouldn't.
Yeah.
If you're in the office, though, how are you going to pretend? That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Like, it's too difficult. You're going to get caught. But if you're working from home, surely no one
add a bit of a buffer.
You can literally just like binge watch whatever you want all day and no one's going to know that you're not doing stuff.
Except for the IT department when they look at your laptop. So
true.
Be careful. But what do you think is the risk of like being too good or too fast or like automating your work? Do you think it could backfire and make you look redundant? Ooh. If they're like, oh, a team of 5 people that it used to take a week and a half, now it takes 5 minutes. Like that could be one person's job.
But do you see why then they should make themselves the authority so that even if they realize, hey, we actually don't need as much people, but this person is the one who drove this initiative, they're going to probably promote you and get rid of other people.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean?
Totally. But it's like reframing it like it's an innovation and that you're on top of it.
Yep.
And like then maybe you can have a conversation of what else are you going to add to the role in your spare time.
Yep. If you want to.
That is a good, like, if you're an ambitious person and like you want to get ahead and you want to move up, this is a great opportunity because you can say, I've automated this. Here's where I think I should spend my time doing other things. Promotion's almost yours.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think that, like, what's your take on like Gen Z or young people in the workforce with tech versus older people?
I mean,
the clash, like.
I think I haven't had enough experience. I only really work with younger people who kind of understand things. I can imagine it would be frustrating, but in this scenario, it would be great because you don't have to explain yourself to anyone because you know more than everyone else.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's almost like with our parents.
Yeah.
Like when they help you with like when they ask for help with things and you're kind of like.
It's easy.
Exactly.
Can do.
Like, I would rather just do this instead of teaching you because it's going to take so long to teach you versus just do it myself.
Yeah.
So that's how I feel like I would interact with people who weren't across technology if I was working in a workplace that wasn't completely centered around technology.
Yeah, literally.
If anyone here didn't know how to use it, that would be problematic.
Oh.
Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, but I see how an accountant software.
It's new. It's like a whole thing.
What about you? Have you experienced situations in the workplace where someone might not be I guess like this literally reminds me of your meme situation, even though it's not directly correlated. It's an older person not understanding your job, trying to manage you.
The meme story where I got an official warning for making a meme.
Exactly, because it's like your job is to create social content.
Yes.
Memes are such a like an integrated part of social content, and someone who isn't across social media
thought I had plagiarized an idea when I just made a meme, which was wild, and I got an official warning. That's another one of our previous episodes, that story.
Yes, but have you had any other situations where like something like that's happened?
Look, it's hard to say because like we definitely do work with like young people, but I will say when you are doing like a task and you do it so often, you end up getting really fast with it.
Yeah.
And then I've basically had to like reset my expectations with people who might be doing the same task where I'm like, I can get this done in 5 minutes, but it might take someone half an hour because it's new. And like, it's okay to give people that time. And I'm a big like believer in give them the time they need. They'll get quicker over time. Like these like sometimes it's just like click, 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 clack, upload, click, clack, clonk, you know, and it's like muscle memory.
Yeah, you go into autopilot.
Yeah, and you can just do it so fast. So it's not really like a generational thing, but there's definitely a difference in efficiency levels for certain tasks. And that just comes with time and repetition.
Yeah.
You really can't expect someone to be as quick as you until you get your head around it.
So true.
Yeah.
And sometimes people might not ever be. They might be really good at something else and do that really fast. And the thing that you do really fast, they can't just get their head around.
Yeah.
And it's just like person to person. It's so different.
Yeah, it's like interesting when you see like teams kind of lean more and more into their strengths instead of like what has been assigned. It's like, okay, job description A, job description B, but like actually it might be a combination of both leaning into the strengths, and that's when you get a really high performing team. Like,
100%.
It's so cool. I love it when that happens.
Yeah. Yes. Know who does things really well and delegate based on that.
Yeah.
100%.
Okay, next one.
Made a big mistake, but I found out my boss signed off on it. Should I bring it up? Okay. I'm already sucked in. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm 2 months in at my current project management job. In my 4th week, I drew up my first contract with a client, and it turns out I majorly undercharged them. I discovered this while on call with my boss and was absolutely mortified. I took all the blame, apologized, and promised to slow down and have people check my work. Later on, I was looking through my emails, and it turns out I asked him to look for any mistakes in the contract before I sent it. He asked the next guy down the chain to look it over, who emailed me, "The numbers all add up, great work." Is there a proper way to bring this up to my boss that won't just look like I'm throwing blame around? This isn't something we can just move on from. He wants me to call the client and explain myself, and it's just a huge mess we have to clean up. Ultimately, I'm the project manager and it was my mistake, but others signed off on it. And in my panic yesterday, I accepted 100% of the blame. I just don't want him to think I'm completely reckless. For what it's worth, I don't think he would remember any of this on his own, as I didn't, because the workload is like a fire hose, and it was one of the million things that happened last month.
Wow.
In the last month. Wow. Yes, wow.
Yeah. Okay, I think I know how I would handle this.
Tell me.
I wouldn't, it's all about how you word it. It's all about how you say it. The good thing is that when you took all the blame, you apologized and said you would have people check your work moving forward. So I think now you can go back and be like, hey, like you can kind of base it in that and be like, can we look at our checking of work, like reviewing of each other's work? Because, but how do you say it exactly? But like you could be like, it turns out like I thought the issue was just having someone check over my work, but it turns out like that was already happening. How can we improve this process to make sure that there is like, but that person signed off on it, so it is.
It's so
oh my god, I thought I knew, and now I'm like, I don't know,
because it does sound like you're shifting the blame.
Yeah,
even though it's so valid, because that person is of a high responsibility. Yeah, especially if you're new. Are they new? 2 months
in.
Like, honestly, amazing of you to accept the blame, because I feel like that's something that managers take really like. That's your initial reaction shows that you're the kind of person who's ready to take accountability.
Yes. I
think it's okay to approach it upon an investigation. I actually had sent this through. I don't know if you remember. And there must have been some kind of miscommunication, because I got word that it was okay and I sent it through and forgot.
Yeah.
But then it's like, what's the solution?
What's the solution?
The solution is this employee sucks. But you can't say that.
No, yeah.
That's the problem.
Maybe you could bring it up and be like, I thought the problem was having second eyes. Can we look at how we're doing this? Because...
should more than one person look over it, maybe? Yeah. I just wonder, like, why the other person said... I guess they didn't... Because I've definitely been in situations where I've asked someone to look over something and then they will respond and be like, it's all done. And I'm... like,
and then you see a mistake later.
Yeah, you did not look at this. You just said it's good and didn't actually look at it. So I wonder if that is the case, where they looked at it or they didn't look at it and they said...
They literally said the numbers all add up. Great work. Why would you say that if you didn't add up the numbers and it didn't add up? Because clearly it wouldn't have.
What if the numbers did add up and this person wanted to sabotage them and they changed the number and that's why it was undercharged?
So dramatic.
Let's make it a HBO series.
Yeah.
No, obviously not. Or maybe, I don't know what your life is, but I understand not wanting your boss to think that you're reckless.
Yeah. So what I think have the call with the client, take responsibility, get all that done. Once that's done.
Yes.
Then in your next manager one-on-one, just be like, I just want you to be across the review process, because while that was the solution, I actually forgot, but we had already gone through that process. So do we need to change anything? And
I guess depending on what your rapport is like with them, you could even be like you know how busy it was over the last month? Guess what? I actually had sent this through. Obviously, they were probably under the pump when they looked over this and didn't realize, but how funny.
Yeah.
And the situation hopefully by then will be funny, because you've already talked to the client and sorted it all out.
Yeah.
And you can say it won't happen again, because you know it won't, because it wasn't you.
Yeah. That's such a hard one. Do you think if you make a mistake at work, or it's half your mistake, half someone else's, and you take responsibility, is it ever wise to reopen the case and point out that others may have also missed something?
I wouldn't do it. I would just keep my eye on the person who made that mistake and make sure I work around them, or if they are the one who's looking over it, maybe not take their word for it and like double check everything.
Yeah.
It's just about like, you can't control other people.
Yeah.
You can only control yourself.
Yes.
And you know, that's
great advice.
all you can really do. I think it does in a manager's, and you can tell me the manager's perspective, but what I assume is that if they think that something is dealt with and then they have to go back to it, especially during a busy period, you're going to look like the person causing the issue instead of you trying to be like, I wasn't the one who caused the issue.
Yes.
It's suddenly going to be,
an issue
but
again.
Now you're making it an issue. So now you're maybe even worse than the person who initially made the mistake. That might have just been an accident because you're now taking up more time based on like something that's, who cares? Like at this point, it's been sorted. Why are we talking about this?
Because this is the thing is like, okay, I feel like if there was something that happened, I would have so much respect for an employee who would be like, I'm so sorry, this is my mistake. Here's how we're going to fix it for next time. Like, I wouldn't assume they're reckless after that.
Yeah.
Like, I would be like, especially if they're new, this is a process thing, just, you know, ironing out all the kinks or whatever. My opinion of that person would not be bad if they owned up to it, provided a solution and like made it clear of what they were going to do next time that was different. But then if they bring it up again, it does then become a thing of like, my opinion of you wasn't bad before. Like, you don't have to prove that you're not reckless by pointing out that other people also did this. I don't think it's going to add anything to your reputation.
It might even make the manager like second guess
Yes.
whether or not it was wise of them to not think that you're reckless if you're, you know.
Yes.
But the way that you said before I just wanted to flag with you, we don't have to talk to this person about it. We don't have to bring it up with the whole team. Just between you and I, this is what happened.
Yeah. I had
just
missed it
so you
before,
know.
like, yeah.
Yeah. And then not make it
a thing.
So that's not reopening a situation, but more so just keeping your manager updated.
Like an FYI.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I think covering the stuff off with the client yourself and not bringing it in until after that point is key for this.
Yes.
Like,
don't do it before. Just like fix the problem. That's going to reflect really well on you in the long run. I really wish I could remember like a mistake I've made at work, but I just don't make mistakes. No, I'm just kidding. I definitely have made mistakes, but I can't remember.
I don't think you've ever made mistakes. Do you know one big mistake that I made that's directly correlated with you that haunts me to this day?
Oh my God, what? I'm scared.
So back when before we were acquired, when it was like startup vibes, a lot of the time, because we were such a small team, everyone knew how to do everyone else's job.
Yeah.
So that if someone was off, they could like tap in and do their job. So I was a writer, but I knew how to schedule social content. / all of the writers knew how to schedule social content. So when Sohan was away, we would get like assigned a day or like a period of time during a day to like do the social scheduling. Once when you were away, I had like the evening slot where I had to schedule content. It got to 11 p.m. and I had not scheduled anything.
I remember
there was nothing. Nothing was going up on our pages and I didn't realize until 6 hours after.
That's hilarious.
I had a full-blown panic attack.
I'm dead.
I was like, I can't believe I've let Sohan down.
Oh my God.
I've let Jules down. I let the whole team down. There's nothing on Facebook. Back then, people cared what was on Facebook. So then I messaged my manager and said, I forgot to do this. I'm like, what should I do? I can like go and post one now. And she was like,
it doesn't matter.
Literally doesn't matter. Like, who cares? It's fine. It was like one evening where stuff didn't go out.
And like, it's,
but,
I can understand that it's so real. Yeah. Because, okay, the thing, and this is so specific to like social scheduling, but I feel like as long as you're not doing this all the time, like if you miss a day, if you miss an evening, it's not a big deal because you can make up the numbers on another day. Especially with the way algorithms work now. Like I feel like back in the day, they were more chronological. So if you missed posting something at prime time, you missed the time. But now, because the feeds are so based on like an algorithm, you're getting stuff in your feed from 3 days ago.
So true.
So it really doesn't matter anymore as much. As long as you're being relatively consistent, like if you miss something, it's not going to result in anything bad.
No, I thought that last page was going to get shut down.
But this is so real. I used to have a lot of anxiety like in my early career when I was responsible for social pages because there would be time slots where I would have to post and like they would be in the morning, and especially in the morning. Any social media manager that's in like news or like timely events will understand this. that morning slot is so important. And so I would like be so anxious, like coming to work. If I was running late, I was like, I'm going to miss the 9 a.m. I'm going to miss the 9 a.m. I'm going to start looking for stories now. Like it would really get to you. But then, you know, I've just, with the experience now, I'm like, if it's 10 a.m., it's fine. Just have a good story going up at night. Like you'll make up the numbers. So yeah, don't stress. Mistakes feel so dire when you're like early on, but it's fine as long as you're not doing it all the time. Keep improving. Be self-aware.
Not, like, causing harm to a business or person.
No, yes.
You know, those kinds of mistakes. I'm not going to say
some mistakes you can't come back from.
Ned. But regular mistakes, I feel like I think it's okay to feel anxious, because I'm not going to sit here and try to tell you not to be panicked when it happens, because that's just human nature. But like after you've assessed the situation, give yourself grace. Tell the people who need to be told. Communicate.
Over-communicate.
Now we're into references. But, but when you do make a mistake, tell someone immediately. Don't be like, oh no, I've made this mistake. Because especially if it's a time-sensitive thing where you're like panicking and you're like, maybe I can fix this myself. Why?
It's fine.
You have a team for a reason. Your team is there to help you. You're supposed to be, you know, working together, collaborating.
Yeah.
If you've made a mistake, don't feel like someone's going to like hate you because you made that mistake. Chances are it's probably going to get worse if you don't tell them.
If you don't say anything, yeah.
So as soon as you figured out that something's happened, tell the relevant people. And then you can stress out while they figure it out. You know what I mean? And
also, like, it feels really intense in the moment. 6 months down the line, you'll either forget about it, as in I can't remember any mistakes I've made, or you'll laugh about it.
Yeah.
Like, it's going to be okay.
Yep.
But yeah, more references. So, I mean, we literally have already covered so much of this, but I think in office politics, like especially if it's politics related, like the earlier dilemmas we were talking about, and depending on your office vibes, but like perception can matter just as much as performance. Like even if your work is really good, even if you're like an amazing worker, optics can like change the game for you in a good way or a bad way. So play the game.
100%.
Depending on what the game is. If in your office the game is desk time, play the game, have Candy Crush loaded, you know, I don't know, be scrolling TikTok in the bathroom. I don't know.
No, it's so true.
But like, just if you're getting your work done, but the optics require you to be at your desk, don't fight it, because it's not worth it.
It's not going to be beneficial. And I think doing it for a period of time and then slowly phasing into what you want to be doing that's how you will eventually get the flexibility that you desire.
Yeah.
Don't try to be doing all that at the beginning.
No, you can't like rock up to a new place and just start being flexible.
Because they don't know that you're amazing. You might be phenomenal, but you need to show them that, and show them that in a consistent way for a long period of time before you can actually start, you know, just doing your thing, because people know things will get done. And then I had like a follow-up based on that. Oh yeah, no. The whole fake, and that leans into the whole faking it thing, right? If you're looking at the way that a business like defines a good worker, put that in a character card for like whoever you're, like what role you're playing when you walk into the office every day, when you clock in every day.
Yeah.
Because it's like the perfect employee does this, this, and this. Now the person who shows up at work when you're at work, they do this, this, and this.
Yeah.
They are this person. Just like really use that to build out your work personality, basically.
I love that.
And then you can like disassociate and like figure out how to like do other things and entertain yourself.
Yeah.
Or turn into the office personality and just start talking to everyone in the office instead of working.
I love office personalities. I love being one.
Personality hires.
I love,
office personalities.
Personality hires. Like they just get the vibe going.
They get the vibe going. No one is like annoyed. Well, I mean, no one is annoyed that they're like floating around chatting to people. It's more like that because you're building up energy and like joy, and it's, you know, you're not like gossiping. Don't be the office gossip, like Melinda, the office snoop, the office stalker.
Yeah. Another tip is remember that professionalism does not equal perfection. Missteps, when you handle them with grace, can actually strengthen your reputation, because people know that you'll take accountability. They feel like they can trust you. So keep that in mind.
Yeah, don't play the blame game.
No.
Deflecting accountability to other people, even if it wasn't your fault, isn't actually going to get you the outcome that you want. It's just going to make you seem like a dibby-dobber, whiny, like annoying person. And that's I'm not sitting here and saying that's a good thing. I think you should be able to be honest with your manager about like situations, especially if you have been doing the right thing and someone else is the one that ruined the vibes for you. I think be smart. I think complaining isn't going to fix your issue. You need to figure out a way to make it so that everyone else knows that it's not you because you're actually efficient. So they can question it when it happens again and be like, no, that doesn't sound like them. Or like they'll come to you then and be like, what actually happened?
Oh, such good advice. Well, does that wrap this episode up then?
I think it does. Oh, I think we've done it. This is such a fun one. I love these ones.
I love it.
Please send us your dilemmas, your embarrassing work stories. Literally, we want to hear it. We want to talk to you.
Please. Yes, we really would love your stories and you can submit them. You can DM us on Instagram, but like there's a character limit. So I would actually say you can submit on our form, which the link is in our Instagram bio. There's an anonymous form. So if you want to be totally anonymous, you can do that. Alternatively, you can email us, which is the email is officehours@valmorgan.com.au. That is in the like description of the podcast as well to reference it. Give us as much detail as possible.
Really?
Please.
Yeah, build the story. Paint a picture. I want to like be immersed in your world.
I know. And we'll give you the advice. You'll have like real advice from us. And yeah, like tell it all the details. If there's anything you want to keep anonymous, let us know.
Yeah.
We're happy to like change little details to keep you anonymous, or you can just submit it with those details changed. Let us know.
Yeah.
We got you. We wanna dive into your real dilemmas. So please. I mean, these are real, but like I want to hear them from you guys.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
Thanks for clocking in.
Bye.
Bye.
Office Hours with Sohan and Hameda is a Val Morgan Digital production and part of the BuzzFeed Australia network. Have a question or topic you want us to cover or a workplace dilemma you want us to unpack? Send us a DM on Instagram @officehoursbf or drop us an email on officehours@valmorgan.com.au.
For more, follow us on Instagram and TikTok @officehoursbf. You can follow Sohan on socials @SohanJudge and follow Hameda on socials @It'sHameda.
Our music is by Jasic. Make sure to hit subscribe or follow so you don't miss an episode. And if you like what you hear, please rate us 5 stars and tell your friends to clock in.